Hey everyone, welcome to Micro Adventures. Ellie and Josiah here. We are bringing you a bungee bash today. There's only a handful of moves we're gonna do without the bungee, and guess what? No bungee kicks, no traditional bungee, all right? So keep playing the video, it's gonna be good. We're gonna start on one black spring, and we're gonna start in a giant inchworm. So you're gonna kneel on your back platform facing the front of the machine. Forearms are gonna come to your carriage. You're gonna find a kneeling forearm plank. And from here, keeping your shoulders set down away from the ears, wrap your abs in and around you. Neck is long, turn your head side to side. Maybe a little squeeze of your glutes and your inner thighs. Let's send the carriage out away from us, 2. Out away from you, 3. Pausing at your furthest point on 4, check in with the neck and shoulders. Now slide the carriage back in beneath your shoulders, and we're gonna round through the spine. It's a little kneeling crunch. Good, then we'll lengthen back out and we'll do it all over again. So that is our inchworm, right? It's that isometric slide forward and back, and then it's that kneeling crunch. Now, if this gets too intense on the back of the machine, you know that you can always do the exact same moves up front. Right, on the back, we're pulling against that spring tension, so it's giving our core a lot of extra work, but it's also providing this extra challenge to our traps and our shoulders and the need to keep them down away from the ears. Keep turning your head side to side just to make sure that your neck stays nice and loose. 10 seconds here. I'm gonna have Josiah step off and I'm gonna get into giant bear for you guys because I love bear. Some of you don't, it's okay. Hands to the back edge of your carriage, toes on your back platform. In 4, we go giant bear up to the hands and the toes. In 3, 2, 1, let's go giant bear. So hands to the very back edge of your carriage. You're gonna find that really strong plank position, maybe a little bit of a lift in your hips, and then start to bend through the knees, nice and slow, 2. Nice and slow, 3. Whoo, nice and slow, 4, knees under the hips, and then lengthen back out through your spine. Oh man, we're on a little bit of an incline today, so a little added resistance here in our giant bear. Think about length from the crown of your head through your tailbone. Keep knitting your low ribs together. Keep lifting your hips just a touch higher than your shoulders. We're going 15 seconds just like this. If you want more intensity, walk your hands forward. 13 seconds, forearms will be on your front platform, toes on the carriage. It is a forearm plank. In 5, forearms to the front platform, toes to the carriage. We're going forearm plank. In 3, 2, 1, let's go forearms to the front platform, toes to the carriage. From here, it is forearm plank to pike. Lift the hips up, 2. Hips up, 3. Pause on 4, lengthen back out. Now, if you have particularly tight hamstrings, keep a nice bend in your knees the whole time. Yeah, there we go. And think about this move a lot like our crunch, that kneeling crunch part of inchworm. That's what we're doing, right? We're using our abs to lift our hips up. Check in with the heels. They're gonna stay lifted the whole time. Chin off the chest. Yeah, except for when we hit the pike, we'll gently allow the neck to fall along with the rest of the spine. We're gonna go 18 seconds here. Bungee crunches next. We'll start with our feet on the floor, hands to the bungee. You'll be seated on top of your carriage for a bungee crunch. You got 8 seconds. Step your feet forward over the front platform, bungee crunch. I'm gonna take your place, Josiah, in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go bungee crunch. So you'll have a seat on your carriage, bungee in hand. Broaden through the collarbones, lift through the heart space, and you're just gonna go ahead and round back through the spine nice and slow. You have a little bit of tension on the bungee, and that's gonna help you lower down a bit further. And then we're lifting our collarbones straight up to probably where the wall and the ceiling meet in your space. For more intensity, let the bungee get a little bit lighter. It's gonna force your abs to work a little bit harder. And then check in mind that you are moving solely from your core, right? We're not feeling this at all in the hip flexors. If it's more comfortable to have your feet on top of your platform, you can move up a little bit. I personally like my feet on the floor, and that's also gonna help you get into the next exercise. In 4, we'll take it back halfway and hold. In 3, 2, halfway back, hold. Give me a little pulse. Little pulse. As you pulse your heart space forward, drive your belly button back towards your spine. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're gonna get into a bridge on the right leg. Bungee wraps around your left foot. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So take your bungee, stay where you are, wrap it around the arch of your left foot, and then go ahead, scoot your glutes forward to the front platform, push the carriage out a little bit so you can lay your head, neck, and shoulders on your carriage. Lift up into a bridge position. Right foot is planted on the floor. Left knee is gonna come up to tabletop, maybe slightly higher. Stabilize your hips, stabilize through the core. Now you're just gonna extend your left leg out 2 inches and then back down. So it's a little leg extension on the left leg with the bungee. Your right leg is the focus of the exercise, right? Kind of like runner's lunge where we focus on that isometric hold in your front leg. That's what we're doing here. Now you can keep your right foot planted on the floor. If you prefer, you can try bringing the right foot up on top of your front platform. That might feel better. We're just gonna keep going with that little extension with the leg. So stay in your bridge here. We're extending through the left leg. Right foot stays planted in that bridge. Notice if your hips are starting to drop or sink, keep pressing the hips up. Hands can come to the sides of the waist to help elevate your hips here. Think about an energetic squeeze of your inner thighs to help stabilize you. Core keeps sinking down. Good. In 4, we're just gonna keep the left leg silent. In 3, 2, left leg is silent. Drive into your right heel and just pulse your hips up. Pulse the hips up, pulse the hips up. Good. Can you relax and soften through the shoulders, soften through the brow? We're gonna stand up into an elevator lunge with the bungee between both hands. You've got 10, 9, 8, keep lifting the hips here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully set the hips down. We're gonna step our right foot onto the front platform, left foot onto your carriage. We're going elevator lunge. Bungee is gonna be in your hands for this one. So as we lower into our lunge, we're just gonna gently pull up on the bungee, pause at the bottom, knee over the ankle, drive through right heel, slowly lift it up 2, up 3, up 4. So your bungee is providing a little extra resistance on your right leg, right? Maybe a tiny bit of resistance for your arms as well, but the focus right now is what's happening in our right leg. Good, nice tempo and control. Every time you come down into your lunge, I want you to pause at the bottom. If you have a mirror that you're using, keep an eye on your right knee, or take your eyes down to your right knee, right? And really focus on that dig through the right heel, the squeeze up the back line of your right leg. Again, shoulders are gonna stay relaxed down into their sockets. And as we come down, we're gently finding a hinge forward in the hips, right? That's gonna bring a little more work into our right leg. Awesome. In 4, we're gonna take it down, little hold. In 3, 2, take it down, hold. Stabilize the right leg, freeze your right leg. Let's go carriage kicks. Back knee is coming in 2, in 3, and 4. Slowly out 2, slowly out 3, slowly out 4. Awesome. Let's go 15 seconds in these kicks. If you're looking for extra tension, pull up on that bungee a little bit more. And if at any point the bungee doesn't work for you, ditch it, keep going with the leg move. In 4, let's go back to our lunge. In 3, 2, back leg is nice and long. Drive through right heel, slowly lift it up. 2, slowly up. 3, on 4, there's still a micro bend in your knee, take it back down. 20 seconds left in this lunge. It will be a quarter turn to our left. We're gonna get into a lateral lunge or single leg squat. We're gonna keep the bungee in our left arm for an upright row. 7 seconds, it's a quarter turn to your left, lateral lunge or single leg squat. In 3, 2, and 1. So pivot to the left, quarter turn. Right foot's gonna stay on the front platform, left foot's gonna stay on the carriage, and you're gonna bend into your right knee. Left leg stays long as you row left arm up and back. Pause at the bottom, drive into right heel, and as you start to stand up, loosen up on the bungee. So as we lower into that single leg squat, you're bending the right knee, left leg stays straight. There you go, Sai. Good. So just to clarify, it's a single leg squat on your right leg. You're rowing on the way down with the left arm, resisting the bungee, driving through the right heel as you lift up. So left foot can stay totally planted on the carriage. I personally like to lift my left heel a little bit just to take more weight out of the left leg, right? So this exercise is not about your left leg, it's all about the right leg. When you lower down, think your right glute reaching down and back to like a chair, just out of your reach. Good. In 4, we're going to take it down and hold. In 3, find someplace challenging, hold it there. Now with the arm, we're just going to pulse it back. Little pulse, maybe a little nudge with that left elbow straight up and back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Arm is silent. Pulse the right glute down and back an inch, lift up an inch. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Full range in 4, 3, 2, go to your lowest point, row the arm up. Now drive through right heel, slowly lift up. Good. If the row with the bungee becomes too much in your neck and your trap, just hang on to the bungee for the added resistance. It's also helping us a little bit with our balance here. 15 seconds, team. We are going to 1 red spring. It's going to be runner's lunge, and we're going to keep the bungee in our hands. Right foot front platform, left foot on the carriage. Let's go 1 red spring in 3, 2, and 1. So change your springs. We're going 1 red. It's runner's lunge, right foot on your front platform, left foot on your carriage, wherever it's comfortable, and the bungee is in your hands. So finding a deep bend in both knees here. You're going to slowly kick your left leg out behind you. Good. And then resist the carriage back in. So right knee is lined up over your right heel. We're hanging onto the bungee for added resistance, but we're not moving the bungee right now. Find a little bit of a tip forward from your hips. So you're leaning your chest slightly over the thigh, bringing more weight into your right heel. Awesome. And then slow as you can with the left leg. Check in with your neck, turn it head to side, soften your shoulders out of the ears. Focus some active energy down through your right heel. And then check in with your hip creases. You can always bring your hands to your outer hips for a self-adjustment, drawing left hip crease forward, right hip crease back. Good, and take a peek at your right knee. Just make sure it's not knocking inward or outward. In 4, left knee under the hip and hold. In 3, 2, we're gonna bend the left knee in underneath the hip. Now take that bungee just into your left hand, palm facing up. Perfect. We're gonna go into a split squat. So as you bend down through the left knee, bicep curl left arm, drive through right heel as you lift up, resist the bungee, arm extends. So bicep curl as we dip down through the left knee, drive through right heel, lengthen the arm on the way up. So a little split squat variation. 25 seconds here, team. We're gonna change our springs to 1 black, and we're gonna get into a row with our left arm. We'll be standing behind our carriage facing the front of the machine. Feet are gonna straddle your monorail on the floor. Bungee is gonna be in your left arm for a row, and we're gonna sit into a squat as we do it. All right, first things first, we're gonna change our springs in 4. 1 black spring in 3, 2, 1. Step it off, we go 1 black spring. And we're gonna go ahead and come to standing, straddling your monorail. So there's a little T-bar here. You're either gonna be standing in front of it or behind it. And we're just gonna sit down into a squat, chest lifted, core tight, row back with the left arm nice and slow. Resist the bungee forward. For more resistance, step back a little bit further. Right, for less resistance, you can widen up your stance and you can step it as far forward as you need to. So if you need to even straddle the carriage, that's totally fine. But if you find that you've got a good position with your feet and you need a little more resistance, you can always choke up on the bungee too. So we're working our left lat here. Think about your shoulder point staying squared forward, hip point staying squared forward, and we're shifting some weight down and back into our heels, so the glutes are still firing here. In 4, we're gonna row it back and hold. In 3, 2, drive the left elbow back, hold, square your body forward, give me a little pulse back. Little pulse back. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 10 seconds. We're gonna switch out the arms. Bungee comes into the right hand, sit down a little lower in the squat if you can. Here's 3, 2, 1, switch it out. So bungee comes into the right hand, just start to row the right elbow back. So we're working those big wing-shaped muscles that span down the sides of your back. Hip creases squared forward, shoulder points squared forward, core is tight. Knees are behind the toes, weight in the heels. Actively drive your heels down into the floor to fire up your glutes even more. So though we're focused here on the upper body, right, we just finished out our right leg series, so we want the legs to keep working, to keep burning. slow and controlled here. Imagine a string attached to the back of your elbow, and that's what's pulling back. And then just notice if your body starts to sort of open up to the left as you do this. Hand to left hip crease, square it forward. That can definitely help. If you need more resistance, we're scooting back. Less resistance, we're scooting forward. Knit your ribs together. Again, see if you can drop a little bit lower in that squat here. Just go for it. In 4, take it back, hold. In 3, 2, take it back, hold. Tiny pulse back, 10 seconds. So we are getting into a split squat torso twist next. Listen to my voice. Your feet are gonna stay on the same sides of the rail. Row the right arm back, hold, isometric hold. You are going to take a quarter turn to your right and find a split squat. Keep the bungee in your hands. In 3, 2, 1. So step forward a little closer to your carriage, quarter turn to your right. The bungee is gonna come into both hands, and you're gonna bend your left knee down and your right knee down. And we're going to go into a torso twist to the right. Focus here is your left oblique. Your left oblique is the one facing your front platform. Try to lighten up through the arms. Focus on twisting through your waistline. So bungee is probably about as high as your belly button. Now listen, if this gets too intense in the legs, left knee comes down to the mat. Keep driving right heel into the floor, and we keep twisting. Feel free to take my spot here, Josiah. So we are in a split squat torso twist. Right foot is forward over your monorail. Left knee is hovering off the floor, or left knee is down on the mat. Good, and if it feels too heavy, inch closer to the front of the machine. Not heavy enough, we inch closer to the back. In 4, little hold. In 3, 2, 1, give me a little twist, hold. Tiny little pulse, 10 seconds, we ditch the bungee. Hands to your front platform, toes to the carriage, give me a plank. In 3, 2, 1, drop the bungee, hands to the front platform, toes to the carriage, plank. Awesome, focus is the left oblique. We're gonna get into a corkscrew, so hips are squared here. Now, as you start to pull the knees in, swivel your hips to the right, draw your knees towards your right elbow. Good. As you lengthen back out to center plank, square the hips down to the floor. So we're finding that, nope, keep going, same side. We're just gonna hit the left oblique here, so both knees are driving towards your right shoulder, and then we lengthen out center plank, hips square. So we're twisting as we pull the knees in, and then we're on-swiveling as we send the legs out. Awesome work here, slow and controlled. Let's go 13 seconds. We're gonna get back into our bungee rollback. So step the feet forward to the floor, grab the bungee in your palms, seated on top of your carriage, bungee rollback in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the feet forward to the floor, have a seat on your carriage, bungee in hand, chest is lifted, and we're just gonna start to round and lower down, and then we're gonna use our abs and lift up. So the nice thing about using the bungee is the more you pull up on the bungee, right, the more support you're gonna get in this crunch. And this is a really nice way to keep this totally out of your hip flexors. Okay, my hip flexors always like to take over. Perfect, great job here, Josiah.
Or if you're an old man, your lower back.
Josiah says this is a great move if you're an old man and this move bothers your low back, or crunches bother your low back.
A contest with the viewers. How old do you think I am?
Josiah wants you guys to comment. Let us know how old you think he is after you do this workout, okay? He'd really love to know. In 4, take it back halfway and hold. In 3, 2, halfway back, hold. Give me a little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. 10 seconds here. The bungee is gonna wrap around the arch of your right foot, and we're gonna lower head, neck, and shoulders to the carriage. In 3, 2, 1. Take your bungee, wrap it around the arch of your right foot. Keep your feet planted on the floor. Oh, you're gonna come into a bridge with the left leg, and we're gonna do that leg extension with the right leg.
Notice the form.
So hips lifted here, a little bit of an energetic squeeze of your thighs, and you're using your right quad to extend it up. So just make sure you're using the strength of your leg versus your hip flexor. Right now, you can keep your left foot on the floor. You can also try bringing your left foot on top of your front platform. That'll give you a little bit more resistance on your bungee. It's gonna give you a little more stability with the springs though. So challenging in one way and a little bit better in another. From here, Keep going, hold the bridge in your left leg, keep extending up through the right leg. You don't have to put the bungee on, just keep kicking up. Awesome work here, team. We're gonna keep our right leg steady. So no movement in the right leg, whether it's extended up or bent, no big deal. Keep a little tension in the bungee, hold the right leg steady. Now just pulse up with the hips. Drive down through your left heel, squeeze left glutes. Remember, left leg is our focus, right? That isometric hold on the left side, that bridge. Awesome, awesome job. Keep pulsing, keep lifting those hips nice and high. Recommit to your abs. We're gonna stand up. It's elevator lunge, left foot forward on the front platform, right toes to the carriage, bungee in hand. We're going elevator lunge in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. So standing up, we're still facing the front. Bungee in hand, it is your left foot forward, right foot back. And as we lower into this lunge, we're going to pull up on the bungee as we lower. Slow and controlled. Pause at the bottom. Focus. Drive down through the left heel as you lift. Good. We'll just try to sweep some of this hay off of our mat. Check in with your neck and your shoulders, okay? We're not adding the bungee to our movements to stress out this part of our body, right? The bungee is adding more resistance to your left leg. It's also adding a little bit of stability to your lunge, right? It's keeping us a little bit more steady. And keep in mind, side 1 and side 2 are always going to feel different. You're always more fatigued coming into side 2, so you might find you have to ditch the bungee, right? Don't beat yourself up about that. Just drop it, keep going with your best form. In 4, we take it down, let's hold. In 3, 2, right here, take it down, hold. Freeze your left leg, knee over the heel. Let's go carriage kicks. Back knee is coming in 2. Nice and slow, 3. Nice and slow, 4. Send it right back out, 2. Back out, 3. And 4. Awesome, keep going with those kicks. 10 seconds here. We're going back to full range of motion in our lunge. In 5, in 4, 3, 2, back leg is long. Drive down through the left heel, squeeze the back line of your left leg, slowly lift it up, and then take it back down as you lower down, pulling up on the bungee. As you lift up, right, letting the bungee go a little bit more slack. Beautiful. Now what level you have that bungee on, we'll talk about that in just a little bit. In 5, it's a quarter turn to your right. Left foot stays on the front platform, right foot on the carriage. In 3, 2, 1, quarter turn to your right. We go lateral lunge or single leg squat. So we're bending through the left knee and we're rowing up with the right arm. So bungee in the right hand. Good. Right leg staying nice and long. Think single leg squat on your left leg. So the bulk of your body weight stays in the left leg. We're not trying to put any weight really on the carriage. The carriage just kind of moves as a result of sinking into the squat. So my bungee today is on its longest level because Josiah is 6 feet tall. I am 5'5". So when I work out with the bungee, I typically have it on its shortest setting. Right now, if you're running about 5'8"-ish to 5'10", you might want it on that medium setting. So underneath the machine, you've got 3 different hooks to clip the bungee to, right? The longest setting, I would suggest if you're taller, a 5'10" or above, and the shortest setting if you're a little bit shorter, like 5'6" and under. In 4, we'll take it down and hold. In 3, 2, take it down, hold. Good, give me a little pulse, little nudge with that right elbow, straight back. You got 10, 9, relax your neck here, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep the tension on the bungee or don't. Pulse your left glute down and back an inch, drive through left heel, lift up an inch. Left glute down and back an inch, lift up an inch. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, sink down to your lowest point, row the elbow up and back, drive through left heel, slowly lift it up as you resist out on the bungee. Awesome job. Let's go 20 seconds here. We are going back to 1 red spring, and it's going to be runner's lunge. So left foot front platform, right toes to the carriage. We're going runner's lunge, left side. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go 1 red spring. Step your left foot onto your front platform, right toes tuck wherever they're comfortable in the carriage. Bend through both knees, sink it down into that split squat position, get nice and low, freeze your left leg, start to send the carriage out with the right. So for now, we're just hanging on to the bungee. Okay, I want you to try to pick your right heel up as high as you can, dip your right knee down as low as you can. Hinge forward from the hips with length in your spine so that you're leaning your chest slightly over your left thigh. Yes, awesome, Josiah. And then check in with the hip creases. Our left hip likes to lift up higher on this one, so we're just dropping the left hip level with the right or lifting the right hip a little higher. Think left glute reaching back, right hip crease pulling slightly forward. That's gonna help you square off your hips a little bit more as well. Okay, so we're always looking to align our bodies in the way that puts the least amount of pressure and stress on our joints. Right, and we're always aiming to keep length in the spine, core engaged in every single move. So imagine a corset wrapping around your midsection like someone's hugging you in from all directions. In 4, right knee under the hip. In 3, 2, let's bring that right knee in under the hip. Bungees in your right palm is facing up. We're gonna lower into our split squat. It's a bicep curl with the right arm. Drive through left heel, slowly lift it up. Okay, we're gonna keep moving through these split squats here to finish it out. Awesome, you know you've got some sneaky leg work in your future. We're shifting into a little bit more upper body work, but you're definitely gonna get a little bit more love for your legs. Let's go 15 seconds. How low can you get? How long can you pause at the bottom? Awesome. We go back to 1 black spring, and we're gonna keep the bungee. We're gonna step behind the carriage and get into a row. This time we're gonna take the arm a little bit high and wide. In 4, 1 black spring. In 3, 2, and 1. 1 black spring. From here, we'll take the bungee into our right hand, and again, we're gonna sit into a squat, but this time let's go ahead and take the feet out a little wider. So we're in more of a sumo squat, knees and toes just kind of in their natural turnout. Palm faces the ground, and you're gonna drive your right elbow up and back behind you, and then resist the bungee forward. Okay, moving super slowly here. Whoo. And if your legs are burning, you're definitely doing this right. Okay, that is the goal here. We wanna keep a little tension in the legs. If your legs are totally cooked, work a little bit higher, but keep a bend in the knees, keep a little dig down through the heels. So second time we're moving into some back work. Right, imagine that string attached to your right elbow, driving it up and back. Hip creases, shoulders squared straight forward. Core is nice and tight. And again, maybe you can drop those hips a little lower. Let's really burn it out here. In 4, row it back and hold. 3, 2, row it back, hold. Drive that right elbow back, 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 like you're tapping a wall right behind you for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. 10 seconds, drive that elbow back. Relax your neck and your trap. In 4, switch out the arms. In 3, 2, 1, bungee comes into the left hand. Let's go right into that row, left side. Slowly and with control. Okay, now if your legs are just totally spent, really great option, keep going with the row, but you can come down to kneeling here. And then we wanna keep the elbow low enough that we're not stressing into our upper trap. So wherever you're at, couple more rows, nice and slow. If you're still in that squat, hanging tough, drop those hips a little lower. Why not just go for it? In 4, take it back, hold. In 3, 2, drive it back, hold. Give me that little pulse, little pulse. Tapping that elbow straight back behind you for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it back 10 seconds. We are going split squat, torso twist. Feet stay on the same sides of the rail, quarter turn to your left. In 3, 2, 1. So take a big step forward. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. We're gonna drop it down into that split squat. Bungee is about level with your belly button. Exhale, twist. Inhale, resist. Focus is on our right oblique, but this move does work both obliques. And again, if the legs are toasted, set your back knee down. Keep digging down through the left heel, and we're gonna stay in this torso twist. So left foot is forward, right oblique faces the front of the machine, and we're gonna twist here. So this is the final little push here for your legs if you're still up in that split squat. And you can always drop the back knee down for maybe 10 seconds and then tuck the toes, lift it back up to get that extra burn. Hips are staying perfectly still. Imagine someone's placed their hands on your outer hips and are hugging them in. You're twisting from your waistline. In 4, hold your twist. In 3, 2, hold your twist, hold, little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. 10 seconds, we ditch the bungee, meet me in a plank. Hands to the front platform, toes to your carriage. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the front platform, toes to the carriage. Nice strong plank. We are going corkscrew for our right oblique. So we're gonna bend the knees towards our left shoulder, lengthen out center plank, square your hips to the floor. And then rotate and twist. Both knees coming to the right shoulder, lengthen out center plank. So in a twisted bear, the difference between corkscrew and twisted bear is that we keep our hips swiveled the whole time in the bear and we just keep hitting that one side. In corkscrew, when we lengthen the legs back out, you're squaring your hips down to the floor, right? So it's this twisting and untwisting motion. Awesome job. 15 seconds. You are going to grab your bungee in your left hand and you're gonna exit to the right side of your machine. We're going tabletop sexy back with the bungee. In 5, in 4, I got this one side. In 3, 2, and 1. So exit to the right hand side of your machine. Bungee's in your left hand. You'll come down into all fours and then you're just gonna go ahead and extend back through the left arm, bend at the left elbow. So this is gonna be a pretty small range of motion for this tricep kickback. You do wanna try to get the left arm straight all the way. Resistance is gonna be probably crazy heavy. If you need to scoot forward, that'll give you a little bit less resistance. For more resistance, you're gonna scoot back. Check in, hips and shoulders squared to the floor. Core is nice and tight here. In 4, hold it back. In 3, 2, strong straight arm, hold. Squeeze left tricep. Breathe into it, you're here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Switch sides in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it over to the other side. Hustle up, team. Let's get there quick. Right away on all fours. We're hitting that tricep kickback, right arm. For more resistance, inch your body back away from your front platform. For less resistance, walk your body forward. Core is tight. Try to get that arm to lengthen all the way back to straight. Should be feeling this one right away. In 4, take it back and hold. In 3, 2, take it back, hold. Isometric hold, 10 seconds. We are moving into our finisher. Hands on the front platform, knees on your carriage. We are going wheelbarrow with a cobra. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the front platform. Let's go 1 wheelbarrow. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your inner thighs, wrap your abs in, relax your shoulders. When you finish your wheelbarrow, we go cobra. So bending through the elbows as the carriage slides back. Perfect. Alternate these 2 moves. This is our finisher today. So whatever you've stored up, let's get it out now. If you want to try this move up on the toes, make sure you're able to keep your abs tight and your hips in line between the shoulders and the knees or slightly higher. We just don't want to sway through the lower back. Oh man, Josiah is feeling it. Whoo, up on the toes, team. Breathe, focus, everything you got right here. We are gonna find our plank together and hold. In 5, knees or toes. We're gonna hold to the finish line. In 3, 2, 1, knees or toes, hold. Breathe, wrap your abs in, lift the hips maybe half an inch higher. You're here for your final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose, you are done. Sit your hips to your heels. Big toes touch, knees wide, stretch the arms forward. Whew. Breathe. Let's gently make our way up to a comfortable seat. Turn to face us. Let's seal in all of that hard work with a couple deep breaths. So shoulders back, chin off your chest. Shake out your arms. Inhale, circle sweep. Arms reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, deep breath in, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart. I hope you guys loved using the bungee for all the things except bungee kicks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us. We'll see you again soon.